In the quiet red soil village of m2y, where the sun painted everything golden and the night smelled of wood smoke, lived a girl named Amara. She was thin and bright-eyed, with a spirit far larger than her circumstances. Her family was so poor that even their shadows seemed hungry. Her only pair of shoes were her late mother's cracked, oversized slippers, which she wore every day with pride. Each morning, she slipped them on and whispered softly, "Mama, let me walk where you couldn't." Amara dreamed of becoming a model in the city, strutting runways and gracing billboards, yet most villagers laughed at the idea. Some laughed kindly, some wickedly, and some just enjoyed watching her hope burn in the hot sun. And then there was Amara. Beautiful, charming, and seemingly friendly, Amara had a secret venomous heart. She pretended to cheer Amara on, but behind closed doors, she plotted and whispered to m2y, the village gossiper, whose tongue was sharper than a machete. "Amara wants to be a model," Amara would say with an exaggerated sigh. With that her hungry neck. And m2y would shriek with delight, scattering news faster than a lightning strike. They laughed together, loud enough for Amara to hear. One morning, posters appeared plastered across the village, citywide talent search, fresh faces wanted. Amara's heart bounced wildly. This was her chance. But Amara's smile was quick to appear. "Don't worry, sister. Those things aren't for people like us," she said softly, with the sweetest venom. That night, Amara overheard Amara whispering to m2y, plotting to attend the audition herself, leaving Amara behind. The night before the audition, a sudden storm tore through the village. Roofs were lifted, trees bent dangerously, and chickens fled in terror. Amara, dressed in borrowed high heels and fancy clothes, slipped in the mud and twisted her ankle with a scream loud enough to wake every spirit in the village. m2y, who was nearby, shrieked louder than Amara, fainted dramatically, and then, after 2 seconds, sat up to faint again. Meanwhile, Amara went from hut to hut helping elders fix roofs and clear debris. When she helped an old woman carry a leaking pot, the woman pressed something into her hand, a bus ticket to the city. "My child," the woman said, "your mother's spirit walks with you." Amara looked down at her cracked slippers and whispered, "Mama, guide my steps." The city was overwhelming. Buildings reached the clouds, cars honked endlessly, and people moved as if the ground was on fire. At the audition hall, glamorous girls with long hair, sparkling dresses, and perfect makeup lined up. They whispered and snickered at Amara's faded dress and worn slippers. "Is she lost?" one said. "Maybe she came to sweep the place," another giggled. But Amara held her head high. She wasn't there to impress anyone, she was there to honor her mother. When her turn came, she walked slowly, gracefully, and with quiet power. Each step seemed to echo the love and struggle of her family, and the judges whispered in awe, "She walks like she carries a story." A week later, Amara received the call. She had been chosen as the face of the campaign. Billboards, magazines, and television screens displayed her beauty and elegance, and her name spread across the city. Back in the village, the news traveled like wildfire. m2y shrieked so loudly she scared her own chickens, then fainted again, only to wake and declare dramatically, "I always knew Amara would make it." Amara smiled weakly, jealousy boiling under her perfect exterior. Amara returned months later, glowing with success, and yet she was the same humble girl. She built her family a new house, opened scholarships for girls with dreams like hers, and donated to her village. When asked what had driven her to succeed, she lifted her mother's cracked slippers carefully and smiled. "I walked in my mother's shoes," she said, "and every step led me to where she could not go." Amara's kindness, perseverance, and faith had carried her far beyond the whispers of envy and the laughter of doubters. The village still talked, of course, but now they spoke in awe. And Amara, in her mother's worn slippers, continued to walk forward, her dreams fully alive, her heart unshakable, and her story just beginning.